Next up, game 3 from our 3-pack. It'll be the Mariners and the Phillies here. It looks like it's going to be a close line here between these teams. I believe the Phillies came in at minus 108 favorite. Total sits here at 8.5.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird game to handicap, with Kirby being a lot different than he was last year, and then the Phillies being completely different than they were late of last year. It's kind of one of those weird handicaps where you're still trying to get a grip on who the starting pitcher is for the Mariners and who the Phillies are this year. Kirby, like I mentioned, he's not off to the start he was last year. He kind of cooled off late into last year, and that's what we're seeing here. I think the league's just kind of figured him out. He's going to give you 5-6 innings. He's going to give up 2 or 3 runs, and it is what it is. Phillies offense hasn't been great, though. You can't really make a case for them this year. They've had a couple good games, and the pitchers have burned them. But they've had some really bad offensive games where the pitching couldn't have helped them at all. So like I said, it's a tough Phillies team to figure out. Offense hasn't been consistent. And then Strahm. He started off in the bullpen this year. They quickly moved him to his opener role. 9 total innings, 0 earnings his first 2 starts. His last 2 starts, he's given up 3 earned runs in each. He gave up 3 to the Rockies, which is not anything you want to. You don't want to give up any runs to the Rockies, so to give up 3 is not really where you want to be. I think in this game, what it's going to come down to is who's the better offense, who's the more consistent offense. That's the Mariners. You're seeing it right now in the game that's going on. In the game that's going on right now, Tony, 7 o'clock, Phillies get off to a hot start, bottom of the first. Nick Castellanos gives you 2, and you turn around at the top of the second and you give up 5 with 2 outs. That's been the Phillies all year. It is what it is, but at this point, you kind of just have to. You just got to don't let your eyes deceive you. You're seeing what you're seeing. The Mariners are the play here.
All right, Collins here on the Mariners here, minus 102 here against the Phillies. Yeah, and that's drama. Former Padre coming over here, over to Philadelphia. Always got to worry about that Phillies bullpen. Have to be encouraged about that road start from Kirby thus far. Just 1 run given up in 6 innings.
Yeah, that's another note I have right here. Much better on the road than he's been at home this year. And now that's 1 start, but at home he's been touched up pretty good. And that's a hitter-friendly ballpark. It is in Seattle, especially when the wind gets to blow, and it'll carry a pop-up out.
That's right. All right, Collins here. Mariners minus 102 against the Phillies. This one will have a start time here of 12:20 Eastern time. All right. I'm sorry. This one will have a start time here of 1 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Collins. Let's take a look over at TonySpix.com for Thursday's action. As we noted here, hottest capper at TonySpix.com over the last 30 days. 2,400 units of profit, 2,404 units of profit. That is all documented over at Tony's Picks. So we can go to Collins' handicapper page, go down to pick history. You can check all the numbers there. They're fully documented. All right, we're gonna have 11 games on the board here from Major League Baseball. That single here from the NBA, some on the ice as well. What do you have? What will you plan having on Tony'sPicks.com?
Tonight I've got 11 out. I've got a 5-pack in MLB, a 3-pack in NBA, and then I have just a single game pass for the what game is that? It's the night game for the NHL. Sorry, I've got a lot of games going on in my brain. So we're moving into more NHL stuff. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I was taking a little bit off, trying to figure everything out. Moving into more NHL, NBA. I'm really trying to figure it out. I have one night where I do really good, and one night where I do really bad. So I'm really trying to figure that out, piece it together. MLB's been very, very consistent, which I'm very grateful for. So we're just gonna keep riding it, and I'm seeing these teams pretty clearly. Some not so much, and I try and stay away from those. So seeing things pretty clearly right now, and I'm pretty grateful for it, honestly. It was a tough March.
That's right. Colin's been on fire here for April. Actually, the last 30 days here, 2,404 units of profit. You can verify that over at Tony'sPicks.com. Those of you catching the upload here late night can see him here for action for Wednesday, but most will probably watch this on Thursday. And of course, you want to keep an eye on Collins' place for Thursday. A lot of early baseball. The long-term passes will serve you well. Remember that 3, 7, or 30-day All Sports Pass. You get all of Collins' pre and plays for that period of time you select. When you go over to his handicapper page and you make that purchase, remember the promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off. The way Collins is running right now, you may consider that 30-day All Sports Pass, and we'll do the math on that. That'll take $66 off that 30-day pass when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. 30 days of plays, premium plays from Collins. NBA Plus, that'll take you right in the third round of the playoffs. NHL as well, third round of playoffs, all is MLB. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, Collins. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and recap the plays from today's show.
Yeah, so first game on the entire slate. We're looking at the Marlins and the Braves. We're going under 8.5. We're going to go over to Pittsburgh. Not long after this one. I think maybe just an hour. And we're going to take the Pirates on the money line against the Dodgers. And then we're going to go to Philadelphia about 30 minutes after this one. And we're going to take the Mariners after the Phillies. So we're covering up the early afternoon slate tomorrow. We're covering up for you. There's 3 picks right there, first 3 games.
Here you got you covered there for Collins Bell. So go ahead and get on board with Collins' passes. We said he's been the hottest capper the last 30 days. The long-term pass will serve you well. 3-7 or 30 All Sports Pass. Get on board. All right, Collins, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
Yes, sir. I will see you later, buddy. I appreciate you.
Yeah, Collins Brown here on our show. Tune in, guys. We'll talk to you guys with Collins again next week.